Um, so basically, we're back on the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I might just call it the Great Ace Attorney going forward, just because that's how I'm going to be. I don't have any water bottles with me today because I'm leaving soon anyway, within like an hour or so, to do a Sunday school trip type of deal on a Thursday. I know. Anyway, so I'll be done with that. That's why I'm wearing this Mario shirt. I think I only wore like maybe twice back when I was married. Anyway, let's get it. Last time we were here, we found out that the waiter was actually an inspector, and he was hiding information about a mysterious woman who's probably some amalgamation of Sherlock Holmes' love interest woman that I can't remember her name of, because I don't read Sherlock Holmes as much, even though I am kind of getting into that because I'm currently working on writing a story, and it's kind of one of them. I'm writing 2 mystery stories actually right now, just to practice different writing styles, and one of them is a mystery story because I love mystery stuff. So at least as far as video games go. And excellent work, Ryu. That was a burr. Cuz my heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there, you were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping. I think there were less popping and going back and forth. Your knees, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight. But before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I'm not ever going to see the inside of a courtroom again. Well, judging by the fact that we're about 3 hours in this game, or we're going into our 3rd hour here, someone told me that he's gonna become a lawyer, y'all. Call it a hunch, and that's not even considering the lineage, since this is a prequel. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, it seems like we're exposed to your phantom lady at last, Miss Giselle Brett. A student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? That look you're giving me, cuz. I don't know how I feel about that. I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I am sure of. Do you have a special power, like Phoenix's Magatama? Well, even though it's not really his, it's actually Maya's from what I remember. Or Apollo's bracelet? Why is that in red? Yes, I can see that. So about this young Joe woman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. And the detective was content on letting an innocent man get the death penalty. And do you see what happened with that? You know, I just think about, like, this is like a late reaction, I guess, technically, but when the detective guy was like, I did my investigation flawlessly, well, he kind of fucked it up, because, like, if he got an innocent man the death penalty, which is what I'm assuming is at stake for Ryu here, then, as far as I'm concerned, that's not really flawless, like we all agree. Anyway, no, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I know there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, this is just a random thought, because Ryu just said jokingly, or well, not jokingly, but close enough, that he's not going to become a lawyer and all that. But what was he studying before at this university? Because he didn't know the professors of medicines. So I'm assuming that it wasn't for medical stuff, and I didn't have the time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking at the white of the sheet. He bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. What? Bad thing about the detective. Oh, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Are we going to assume that Hasanaga, I think his name was, or are we just gonna assume that he didn't know about the But like we're gonna say that he didn't suspect the lady, or yeah, because I was shut in the pantry. I have no idea what dining area. Why didn't we get to see an artwork of him being stepped into the pantry? Oh, there you are. Well done, both of you. Oh, I was hoping for you. I was hoping for you to be him. Professor Miko, mind your own damn business is what I'm assuming that cuz is thinking. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Well, judging from what I've seen from review footage, someone tell me that this is just gonna be a tutorial case thing only. Because we need a cute female assistant, not a Miles Edgeworth thing to give us some sexual tension throughout the whole game. So, anyway, yep, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Mika, wouldn't it be a good thing on his resume if he was actually able to be the lawyer for Cuz? Because like when he goes overseas, he could just add this case to his resume that he did a secret trial, and that, well, I think if it's a secret trial, he can't do that. Okay, never mind. Okay, our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I want to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, cuz? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Cuz. Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man. I like how Cuz's face just switched over to us. To me? Yes, homie, you. You need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I'm really regretting not grabbing that water bottle. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Are you a client of Wilson's? My mouth is getting dry. Okay, tell you what, guys. I'm sorry about this, but give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go run downstairs and grab water bottles because we're low on water bottles here. Okay, back. My apologies about that, but my voice was starting to get dry and rasp. Let me charge this phone here for a quick little second here. Okay. Cool. Don't mind my right foot. Okay. Okay, I needed that. Anyway, after all, y'all have a personal connection to this case. I guess so does my throat. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? Okay. You don't mind me asking, Professor, Do you know the victim? Whew. Okay. Which ball was open? I think this ball was the one that wasn't open. Yeah. The big shocker, right? If I didn't, I wouldn't have a personal connection. You're probably aware Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA, and it was I who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Let me turn off the lights here, because the glare is annoying me for the ceiling. It's not even. We're like 12 hours away from nighttime. Okay, actually, we're not just 12, we're probably about 10, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, we're about to go on the battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible, which we already established. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Okay, so we're not holding it against the waiter, the host. I can't remember his name. What was his name? I did not see the court record now. Yeah, Hosen Naga. Sorry about that, but yeah, the host Satoru. You know, I might just call him Satoru because that sounds easier to say. I mean, yes, I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your. Don't you mean squash? I feel like that's a typo, but you know what? Whether it is or not, I don't care. Or maybe that's just his accent or dialect they're writing out. But I've no doubt that your pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you. I like how Cuz didn't say anything. Now then, I need to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. I think I think that's a cute design, but from what I've seen in the trailer footage, I've seen a little bit of the trailer footage for this series, and it said that she's I can't remember. Okay, you know what? Scratch that. I can't remember what they said about her because like they gave like a thing where they said that Ryu is the ancestral lawyer, Cuz is his best friend. I forgot who they say she was, but they didn't say that she. But most importantly, they didn't say that she was a spirit medium. But like but she's giving me Maya vibes. Of course. Good luck. Cuz Sama. That sounds natural. Defendant Naru. Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. They said please this time. Interesting. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. I'm surprised Ryu didn't point out how they're not talking shit to him this time. And let's go in there and deal decisive blood before those old fossils know what's system. Cuz. I'm not gonna slice their heads off. What? Thank you. Really? What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believe me, then I'm pretty sure I already have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. I love the anime look here with the banana. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad either way. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. It'd be nice if like for different cases we get like different assistants. Like maybe sometimes like sometimes we get him, sometimes we get the baby girl that just left. And maybe sometimes we get Sherlock himself, or I mean like Herlock. I think the trailer said his name would be. Stop pressing. Even though I didn't press anything. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yumi Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. Yeah, after all this talking and all that, I'll be working at the appetite myself. And let's not walk up to random people in a restaurant and be accused of murder again. How about that? And the court hereby resumes the trial of Ryu Naru. Prosecutor Alchi, have you managed to subpoena Why do you have to say big fancy words, y'all? Why can't you just say, do you manage to find the witness? What's so bad? Like, if I was Ryu, I'd be like, fuck selling smart. I'd be like, let's just find the right guy so I don't get the death penalty. Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And after a young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. I wonder why. Sorry? Let the government scrutinize, that's their job. There's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Well, as long as I don't get the death penalty, I guess it doesn't matter, huh? Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down our nation's founders? Again, terribly. If I'm not the murderer, if I'm really not the criminal, I just don't believe I should go. I don't think I should get the death penalty just to make another. The friendship between our nation is really so fragile. Then the tree and the worth of paper is real. I love Cuz. Like he's speaking to my soul right now. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryu. And not only that, Ryu, it's not. If I was Cuz, I'd be like, remember, Ryu, it's not like that you're just having. It's not like you're disputing a ticket and you will have to end up paying the ticket. This is like more so of if we fuck it up, Ryu, you're gonna be put on the death chair, or whatever they do in Japan at this time period. What do you mean? A secret trial, and diverse on foreign government opinions, a bungled investigation that is not flawless, my add. Missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy. Aren't you Japanese, Pain? You and your friend know nothing. Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. I can kind of imagine because, I'm sure, historically Japan, sometimes, I don't feel like getting into the whole political side of things, or even the historical side of things, especially since I'm not the type of guy for that. But I know that everything in the world has not been peachy clean the past few centuries and all that, but still though. But regardless of that, though, in the here and now, in this courtroom, I'm not getting the death penalty over some bullshit like this. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. I don't remember. You know what? I found this to be an interesting angle here for Payne's. For all intents and purposes, this is Payne. I just found it because, like in the previous Ace Attorney games, I don't think we ever really learned much about Winston Payne. But I feel like this is an interesting flawed character trait of this guy. Wouldn't this be a conflict of interest for you being the prosecutor here then? Or, I don't know. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. If I were Ryu, I'd be like, well, I believe in doing the right thing, so I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there's one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. with how nervous you look in Ryu and how you still have the balls to say this, I respect that. Well said, Ryu. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little brats. Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, the trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. I know the rest of the game from the review is going to take place in Britain after this, so I hope they drop a lot of these hard words today. In fact, I'm pretty sure from what I think in the second review I saw after the last part I made, I think the main prosecutor is probably going to be Von Karma ancestor. And with that in mind, the trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett. Yes. Your Excellency. Why do you have to do that? It's not like anything that embarrassing happened per se, relatively. You look a lot more colorful. Why were you black? Why, or out in my okay, so this is Alchie's simp face, but I'm like, why were you, how bright she looked, why was she faded out in my flashback? Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan and from such a distant land. My added woman, or like if I can I just call you milady? If I had a fedora, I would. Tea, someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea. Is that true? No idea. Nor do I care. So, could we possibly help you to state your name and application for the court? Of course. Not you. My name is Satoru Hasanaga. I have been working undercover as a head waiter at Le Carnival, but my true... Yes, we know about you already. Inspector Hasanaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Okay, now the judge is being a simp. Is that true? No idea, nor do I care. We're surrounded by simp energy. But you know what though? But I respect Cuz's stance. He's just like, let's just get the shit over with, y'all. Like, forget the formalities. We just want the truth and nothing but the truth. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh yes, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Ryu, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. Dear lady, once again, we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. And can I get a phone number too? Because I'm a really nice guy, sincerely. I am not reading that. So, I'm sure people in the comments gonna be like, "Really, John? You can't read this?" I'm like, "Look, y'all, I was born in the ghetto. I can read slight cursive, but like this is just plain gibberish." But I do love that masking that she's holding up. It reminds me a lot of Carmen from I think that was her name, the persona for On, or whether the persona for Haru. Okay, this guy is full of some energy that is wavering, and I'm full of stupid energy. Judge, yep. I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what? I think she's French. Is he saying, can you speak English, bitch? Oh, you know what? What? Like, they remind me of a Apollo Justice case where supposedly, like, there was this one boy and this tall lady with a veil in the third case that people hate. And, like, I think called Turnabout Serenade. And, like, basically, like, one boy could only speak the boy could only speak in Brazilian or something like that. And the lady had to translate for him. So this is that type of deal. I always find this kind of interesting. The lady said her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in United University Medical faculty. I feel like that she's not speaking English, right? Because like, if we're speaking Japanese in theory, and her foreign language is actually just her, like their English, like being in Britain is gonna be a problem, unless everyone can speak Japanese over there. Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tone of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand what you said, but as beautiful as the Hummingbird song. I think though, but no wait a second though. But no, wait. But she could understand us though. Because she spoke because like she responded to you directly with what her name was. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. But obviously do fine in England, because her English isn't around you at all, does it? Nor you. You clearly been paying attention in your English classes. Reading the Susuke. Or I don't know, I didn't just say read. The court thanked the beautiful lady and Judge. I was talking good things about you up to this point. Stop being a simp. Leave that to Ouchie. No, we made sure we confirmed something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago at a restaurant called Le Carnaval, which sounds French in of itself, unless France is a part of Britain at some point, which I don't remember because I wasn't in good student history class. A grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson at the time. Is that correct? Once her mask come down, will I be able to hear her speak in English? Because if so, I want to take that out of her hand right now. She says yes. This could take some time. Even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Oh, well then again though, but Wilson's an Englishman though, right? So... Well, she must be able to because she's responding something. Yeah, sorry y'all. I can't tell you what this bitch is saying because I don't understand it either. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She said that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately, which is more important than murder. Interesting when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau. Well now, dear lady, will you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, I just realized though, but shouldn't the court have presented a translator that is like officially not that is not like, because to me like even though I think that in the long run this Hosonaga guy is all right, judging by the review footage, but no, but despite that though, I think that but I think like it would be more kosher essentially just to have a translator on deck, unless the Supreme Court is also stingy as hell. And it could be that your refunded eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps. Watch her accuse him, or watch her accuse me, essentially. Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. You doing that does not still mean with confidence. Do you mean to say, yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime? The real moment of the accused standing right there in this courtroom shot the victim in cold blood. Damn, she said all that? Your eyes, though, are making you look very sus, though, Ryu, so stop moving your eyes, please. Order, y'all. Do you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement, because this woman is sexy, and I want to get laid tonight, Your Excellency, so can I please have this woman's number in my court record, please? Well, it looks like now clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of the frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Testify, bitch. It was Hanaga would say, I would imagine. In the most British Japanese accent way, a frightening and sorrowful sight. So I'm gonna be able to press her when she's saying what she's saying. Okay. I arranged to meet for a slightly late. Dog wasn't that day. The principal was able to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. Exclamation marks, apparently. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor and they got into a fierce argument. Why did she have an exclamation point? Oh. Okay, well there we go. Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. So he had an argument with someone that he just met and he decided to shoot him. Sounds legit. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Well, you can't snatch the gun from... Okay. This is a condemning testimony. Stop saying yes, you idiot. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Quiet, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. And look at this Snow White angel. I don't know who she is in relation to Sherlock Holmes. But now I guess this is bringing back Dahlia Hawthorne type of flashbacks. And I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine those words the court is going to believe. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryu. And don't forget, the jury has probably horny military men in there, so come on. You mustn't blur out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. Statements of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so, on the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. And you can see there's nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. If she was a spy, maybe. But in fact, let me do the honors of actually listing the places where she could have shot from her where she could hit a gun. She could hide a gun beneath her dress, and she could just like I bet she could have like a garter on her leg, and that she could just have the gun snag on there. She could have a gun hiding in her flower bed on her thing. The gun itself could be the Swan, but that'd be too silly even by Ace Attorney standards. And plus, I think they have the murder weapon already. Yeah, and plus I think the flashback of the gun, unless maybe her hat really was the gun with the Swan. And then she just had a fake gun to be a little bit of a decoy for Ryu to be the dumbass to pick it up. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit she wanted to. Thank you, Ryu. Unless until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. The gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. That's ridiculous. If I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryu. But I never find the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. That sounds right about that. Pretty right about that. Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. And plus, if the gun that we were holding was fired, wouldn't there be like smoke, wouldn't there be like smoke coming out of the barrel of the gun? I don't know much about guns personally, but I know that they smoke from what I've heard. And that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Really? The evil smirk thing? And the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. A frightening and sorrowful sight. Well, you know what? I'm glad everyone but Ryu and Cuz is simping for this lady. Arranged with me for I was hoping that I could actually press the statement she actually said, but oh well.
Yes!
Stop saying yes? Okay, let's see here. There we go. Over 2 p.m. in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it? You don't keep up with the latest fashion from Britain, do you? Late lunches are in vogue, isn't that right? No. Okay, I actually understood that. Well, so much for. Well, I guess even when Alchie is simping on her behalf, he still gets burned. Anyway, the decisive English no has quite a sting to it. Oh, you know what? I think as far as foreign languages go, I think no is ironically like one of the most common words. Cause I think every language I know of, which is like 4 or 5-ish, including Spanish and Japanese, I think they all have the word no in the vocabulary. Anyway, the gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. While on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense. Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. I'm going to assume that you're not married yet, Alchie. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but even if Hosonaga was on our even if he's a chill guy and all that, but like I still don't like the idea of just not having a official court interpreter. Anyway, he was unable to eat, you say, and that was because he just had to remove